Okay, I'm ready to wrap this thing up now. Here I got my aluminum cover, remember, that came off of, that actually covered the back of the circuit board. But before I do that, remember, this is going to go back in here, but before I do that, I got to put the screws back in. They came out of the circuit board, okay? And there should be 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one has 9. I thought the other one I took apart, they must have did something different in their manufacturing, probably to hold the circuit board better than the new engineering. It only has 7 screws in it. This one does have 9 screws. Alright, so let's get ready to run these back in. You got to be careful because these are new, so the post that you're going back in, you got to make sure your screws are straight. You don't want to get them cockeyed and snap off that plastic post you're running this screw into. Alright, I'm using a ratcheting screwdriver here, which gives me, I can stay on the head of the screw better. And I just run it down until it stops. When I feel it stop, I stop. Alright, here's one. And I'll keep coming up this way. There's 2. Just tell you right now, this went a lot easier than the other one. Now I know how to do it, and I can do it. If I have a face crack on mine, I'll just order a new Avid cover for it. 2. Alright. 3. It's going to go right in the middle here. Oops. You guys can see. I know that I'm not zoomed up close, but I think everybody that sees this video is going to realize they can repair their own MC mix. Now, I haven't had my MC control. It's not cracked. I still have the original Euphonix MC control. It's version 1, but it works good for me. I mean, the way my desk is made, I can view the screen really good. I do have the riser brackets on them, but I'll give you a shot of that as I finish up, show you what that all looks like. Alright, this is screw number 4. Again, like I said, I'm working off this acoustic foam, which, you know, it's not going to hurt the other side. But you do have to be careful when you're dealing with stuff like this with static electricity. So if you want to tether yourself off to something to prevent static, you know, I got a wood floor here. I'm not rolling around on the carpet. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 5. Alright. Number 6. Got that screwdriver. Number 7. Like I said, I wouldn't use a battery powered screwdriver here. You could, but you just, if you accidentally torque it too much, you can snap your circuit board, then you're done. Alright, that's 7. I got 2 more. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that other one, I had 7 screws I took out and I put 7 screws back in. But I think when they refabricated these circuit boards and the newer ones, this is the one I have here. I don't know if this is a version 2, a newer Euphonix MC mix or not, to be honest with you. The guy I bought it from was like brand spanking new. So it must be a newer one because it definitely has more screws than the circuit board. Alright, last screw, this is number 9. In the circuit board, we'll attach our aluminum cover after this. Put the back on. Have to be careful touching these little chips and ICs and all that stuff. Doesn't take much voltage to short out something like that at all. Alright, there we go. Got the back circuit board's anchored back down. Everything on the front, your soft keys are fine. I'm going to now put the aluminum cover back over, snap that in place. Alright, so if you see this here, I'm taking aluminum cover, goes back. I'll get these glasses off so I can see better. Oops. Alright. Alright, that's all snapped back in there. See, all the ports are clear on the back for power and your foot switch and the Ethernet jack. Nothing's covered. Now, after you do that, you should have 7 screws left. Actually 5. 1, 2, 3, 7 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so we'll get our back plate. It's got a little hinge-like lip to get that over the unit. There we go. So again, here also remember these, since it's a new plastic or whatever it's made out of, fiberglass top. Remember, your screws are not going to go in as easy because it's a brand new unit, so you gotta be gentle and make sure you keep the screws straight when you start them, not like I'm doing right now. And definitely not that, because the back screws, I forgot, remember, like, that's a Torx bit. It's not a hex head, it's Torx. So make sure you find your right Torx. And I put the center in first. Kind of pull that whole thing together. And same thing here, I just screwed this thing until it stopped. I didn't wrench it hard or try to go out of my way to do anything weird. So then I started doing the corners. You'll hear this kind of snapping down. It didn't damage anything, but when you do these front corners, you got that lip here. It'll kind of snap under the plastic once you get it torqued down. Yeah, that went down there really well. Actually better than the other unit that I took apart. So I'm pretty amazed. You know, I had a big, like I said, 32 fader. Awesomely expensive Pro Control that worked great for me in my studio for years. Again, if you want to see a better picture of my studio facility, you can go to www.reflectiveproductionsandrecording.com. It's reflectiveproductionsandrecording.com. You can see a picture of my old Pro Control. I will be posting video footage of this new MC Mix system going in. And actually, before I turn off this video, I'm going to give you a little video shot of me getting ready to refabbing my console top to mount these in here today. I got a gentleman making an insert for me. Hopefully he has that done today. I can finish all my wiring and be done with this. It's been quite a task, to be honest with you. Alright, I think I'm good. Here's the back going on. After I get this screw in, we'll hook it up, we'll run it through test mode, let you see everything's working. Alright, there it is. Old Euphonix MC Mix turned into an Avid Artist Mix. You know, it's nothing, from what I understand, is different hardware-wise with these devices. From what I understand, the hardware is all the same. and everything. So I'll take the lens, put that back in there. Make sure you get all your fingerprints off, you know, because once it's on there, you can snap it back out, but especially these fingerprints from the back side. So this looks pretty good. I like using microfiber. Seems to remove fingerprints and polish things up really nice. So I get that in place, and you feel these tabs. I have to flip it over. It's not snapping in for me. Yep, I'm gonna flip it over the other way. Yeah, let's try flipping it over, see what happens here. Alright, I'm gonna flip it over this way, see if it snaps in. For some reason that doesn't look polished to me. This side looks more polished. So let's try it one more time. Maybe I just didn't push on it hard enough. There we go. That's not snapping in there that good. I mean, I am going to flip it over. Let's see what happens. That's not snapping in there. Did I touch anything? Is it all my fingerprints in there? No. That looks good. Let's see. We're going to flip it over. Snap it on the opposite way and see what happens. Okay, it actually snapped in. Yep, so I guess I did have it upside down. Snapped in there really good. Alright, now we'll power it up, and I'll put power on it. If you guys, hope you can see this, I'm going to run it through the test mode. Make sure everything's fine with it. And I will attempt to put everything back in my desk. Alright, you power it up, put your power on it. To run it through test mode, let me see if I can zoom the camera up a little bit more. I don't know if I can. I'll try.